Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Shaikh Salik Jerrahi Fakiri in the hospital, sixth day, feeling much better. Came to the hospital with no breath and with pneumonia. The doctors and the nurses have done a very, very competent job. And so I'm looking better. You can see my eyes are better. And they also stopped my shaking a lot. They've done a lot of things. Inshallah, we will be going home soon. So, in two sessions broken down into 4 tapes, videos, we have been telling our story in the eye of the self. Just plain you and I talking, and I'm telling my life sort of biography and who I am. So now is the time to draw it to a close. And the way I plan on doing it is to just relate to you the number of teachers that have come into this life with special gifts and things, but we're not going to talk about the gifts, but the names of the different teachers, so that you can see that we were too much blessed with input that we have learned, accepted, and have put into our system of knowledge, which we now, after all these years, are willing to share with those who wish to receive these special teachings from the one who received it into the air of the student, and inshallah open Meladun knowledge. You have all the knowledge, we have some of the proofs. So here we go with the list of teachers, more than 30. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Ya Allah, Ya Allah, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, open our heart. Loosen the tongue, and may the words that come forth from me be from you. May you accept the words that we speak. May you keep us on the right path, the correct words, and staying in haqq and truth. As a young boy, my grandfather was a holy man. He built a shul. He ran the shul and nobody knew it. Not a rabbi, but a holy man. An honorable man, a righteous human being. When I went to school, I began in the yeshiva for 2 years, and later went to regular school. I studied with Rabbi Dr. Hartley in an Orthodox shul. We were close with my father, and we learned from Dr. Rabbi Greenberg, a Lubavitch rabbi, very orthodox, very sweet, very educated, friend Snare. Can't think of the name now. Simpson. And went to college at Seton Hall University. I found a man by the name of Peter Pat, Father Peter Pat, who wore a cassock, who we studied with for 2.5 years the whole of the canon law. He would send me out and read this book and that book and the canon law, and they'd come back and we'd go to his convent. He was the head of, he was the priest in the convent, never in the church. And we would sit and talk for hours and hours about Christianity. In Seton Hall University, they asked, the dean asked me to lead the rosary. I said, I am Jewish. He says, you're the holiest man in the school. Because I would go every Friday to the church prayer. And one day I got up and took communion. And from then on, I mean, everyone was shocked, but then everyone accepted it. And so I was permitted to lead the whole university, Seton Hall, in the rosary in October and May. And then we graduated and we became, through all of this, we were an alcoholic. And then we went to AA. But we learned so much there, had so many sponsors. And from there we met Shahabuddin. We went Sufi dancing. Then we met Pirbalai Ranai Khan, whom we served for 10 years, recording all of his seminars on the East Coast, recording and protecting and producing the sound. And I was his secretary at times. I was house lodge leader, and we served him for 10 years. And at the same time, he sent us to Konya, where we met Suleiman Dede. We met all the dervishes. We became dervishes of Suleiman Dede. With my little brother, Jalaluddin Norris, the son of Suleiman Dede. And we prayed at the tomb of Hazrati Mevlana Jalaluddin Rumi, and we prayed at Shams Tabriz, and we studied and learned, and then we were sent to Istanbul to meet Sheikh Mustafa Effendi in 1972. And he took us under his wing, and we studied until 1978, when he finally said, I want to give you a gift. I said, okay. He said, I want to give you hand. I have a teacher, Pirbalai Ranai Khan. He says, no, this is a gift. Then he gave me hand. And when he gave me hand, afterwards he said, one will be a gift and one will be a pact. And in 1981, Pirbalai called me to himself. We sat in a meeting for 45 minutes. He said, you are my Khalid, you're my teacher, you're my... but we have met with Muzaffar Effendi we have decided that you should continue your path with Muzaffar Effendi, and I am releasing you into his hands. That is quite an honor. We do not lead. He says, you have murids. They are yours. You continue to teach them. You continue to teach them the teachings and the knowledge of Hazrat Inayat Khan. But you do not have to do it in a name. And so I left Pir Vilayat and drove immediately to where Muzaffar Effendi was in New York. They were both there in New York. And I walked into the room and he says to me, now you know which is the path and which is the gift. And he said, you have to do X number of Tawheed, X number of Allahs, X number of Hus, X number of Haq, Hai, Qayyum, Qahar. And when you complete it, you come and tell me, and we will give you Taj. We will lift your level to Sheikh. So, incredible number of things to do. And Ramadan came, so I went into Itikaf. I went into the mosque for 10 days with no talking, nothing but prayer. So I made all of the esnas that we're supposed to make, except for 3,000. And then I said, I'll never do it. So I never have to tell my sheikh that I completed it, and so he will not put me in that seat that is so hard to sit in. But he comes in October from Turkey to America. He takes one look at me at the airport, and he says to his translator in Turkish, who translates to me, 3,000 Tawheed is not so much. You can complete it by Thursday. Take a ghusl, a complete bath, clean yourself, purify yourself. We will make you a sheikh. And so 1981 until now, we have been Mevlevi sheikh. But however, in 1978, Suleiman Dede came to America. He came a few times. And Jalaluddin Norris was here. And Shenz Baba, my friend, and I took hand as Khalifs of Mevlevi, Sheikhs of Mevlevi. And then we became Mevlevi, we became Haldeti. And then I studied for 8 years, going into 1984, when Effendi passed on the world. I recorded all of the tapes. I went to Turkey and recorded tapes. I traveled with him. I stuck a microphone in front of him. He loved me. We had private meetings. We learned things from him. And then we went on. We brought Lex Hickson to the Jerrahis. We met him when he was with Sri Chinmoy, so we were with Sri Chinmoy. We recorded 150 different teachers. We met them all. We learned from them. They taught us. We studied with Dr. Mishra, the Yogananda teacher from Woodstock. He loved me very much. He gave me special teachings. We studied with Swami Satchidananda, Brother David, my Buddhist retreat master was Lama Chini. We took hand with the Karmapa. Swami Haraharananda was our teacher. Hilda Charlton, we helped them start their center. Joya, Ramdas, Murshid Hassan loved us, came to us.